Welcome students. Today we are going to perform an experiment for class 12th biology, which is to study the water holding capacity and pH of soil samples. So this is our experiment in class 12th biology. So diagram is like this. So we are going to perform this experiment by making a setup like this. So for this experiment we need measuring cylinders, funnels and water and soil samples and filter papers. So what we are going to do in this activity, so let us read the requirements for this. So garden soil, roadside soil, measuring cylinders, funnels, filter papers, beakers, balance, etc. So we are going to study in this experiment the water holding capacity of garden and roadside soil. So first we need garden soil. So this is the garden soil in this jar and this is the roadside soil in this jar. Now we need a digital balance for weighing. So this is the digital balance and this is how we can switch off or switch on this digital balance. If you want to weigh something, now you can see the reading 00 here. So it is referring in grams and the maximum capacity is 500 gram for this digital balance. So if you want to weigh soil, we need some paper or something on which we can put the soil. So what happens when you put this paper, here you can see the weighing, the weight of this paper is 1.65 gram. So here is another key which is called tare. So when you press this key, this reading becomes automatically 0. So now it is, this weighing balance is ignoring the weight of this paper. Now what we put on this paper, we are going to get the exact weight. So this is how we will weight the roadside soil and the garden soil samples. Next we need this type of setups. So these are the measuring cylinders for the experiment. This is the measuring cylinder with some readings. Now you can see clearly we can measure the volume of liquid in this measuring cylinder. So we are having two measuring cylinders for two samples and we have funnels like this. This is a plastic funnel. We are also having some glass funnels over here, and now we need some filter papers. So this is how a filter paper looks like. We have some circular papers. So when we take a paper, it will look like this. Like this we have put on the weighing balance, and for filtration, for the purpose of filtration, we need to fold it like this. Now you can see how we can fold it. Now it will appear like a half moon or semi lunar. Then again we have to fold it like this. So again we can fold it like this. Now it is appearing like a cone. Then what we need to do, we need to put finger or thumb here and we can make a bowl shaped structure in which we can put water or solution, and it can filter, because this is not plastic, so it cannot hold water. Water is going to pass it, so it will appear like this, and when it appears like this, we can put it in a funnel like this. So we can use funnel for filtration like this. So I already have put it two filter papers in these funnels, you can see, and the setup is ready for the experiment. Now I will pause the video and weigh the soil in the digital weighing balance. Now you can see that I have weighed the soil samples 50 gram in each of the sample. Now you can see the garden soil and the roadside soil. So the first one in the left is the roadside soil sample and the second one is the garden soil sample. This is how we weigh and put. Why I have weighed the sample as 50 gram because in our lab manual what is written here is that we must take samples of 100 gram and we put water in each funnel 100 milliliter. So I will reduce this quantity in half because the consideration taken into consideration the size of funnels. So 50 gram is okay. Now I am going to put 50 milliliter of water in each funnel by using this beaker. Now it is the measurements are visible. Now I am going to again pause this video and putting water 50 milliliter in each sample. Now you can see that I have poured the water in the funnel, and this is how the water is coming from the filter paper, and the filtration is happening. So after completion of this filtration, what we are going to observe is that we have some accumulation of water in the measuring cylinder. By seeing the measurements on this measuring cylinder, we can read. So for one sample you can read it here, it is 25 milliliter, and for another sample it is, you can see it is approximately 20 to 21, it is 22 milliliter. So now we see the which soil is garden soil, which is roadside. So you can see in the right we are having garden soil, and in the left we are having roadside soil. Now if we see the readings, it is very clear. Now the roadside soil have approached 26 till 26, so it is going to rise. So finally we can see that for garden soil the accumulation of water is less, approximately 20, and for roadside soil the accumulation of water in the measuring center is more, approximately 25. So what does it prove? It proves that the water holding capacity of garden soil is more than roadside soil. Why? Because if it have more water holding capacity, it is holding more water, and that is why less water is accumulating here in the measuring cylinder, and the opposite is true for the roadside sample. It is having less water holding capacity, that is why it is having less, it is holding less water, and that is why the accumulation is water is more. So this is how we know the water holding capacity of different samples. We can add more samples. So if we have many samples of soil, we can label them as sample number A, B, C, D, E, F, and so on. It depends on how many samples we are having. Now one more thing, we are also having in our laboratory these pH strips. Now you can see we are having a colorful pH scale, 1, 3, 5, 6 and 7 is written here. So what is pH? I hope that you all know, because you are in class 12th biology, you know from your chemistry curriculum also, and I will explain you again what is pH. So pH is the measurement of acidity or basic nature of any solution. It is a negative logarithm of protons or hydrogen ions, H plus ions. So the definition is somewhat complicated, but the measurement is very easy. So we have strips of this color, so these are called pH strips, and what we do, we simply dip this strip in the solutions. So for doing this I need to pause this video again, because I need to take out these solutions in beakers, then I will dip these strips, and what will happen, the color of these strips is going to be changed, and then according to this scale I will match these strips with this scale, and I will know approximately what pH they are having. Very simple. So let me pause the video again. Okay, now I have poured the solutions which was accumulated in measuring cylinders. Now I am going to put this pH strip in one solution. and we see the color of pH strip. There is no change. I'm seeing there is no change, only slightly it is, I let it dry and then we will see the color here, and I am putting this strip into the next solution and then we will see the color. So here we can see it is somewhat orange, so let it match with the scale. So if we consider this scale, it is looking like this is having 7 pH, and for the another sample it is having pH, it is also similar to 7, it is more similar to 7, but I am seeing no color here, no color change. And if we compare the both strips, then we can compare it with the 6, so it is slightly between 6 and 7, so we can conclude that this is having 6.5 pH and this is having the 7 pH. So this is how we can find the pH for different solutions. So most of the time the tap water or normal water is having neutral pH, and if the soil is acidic or basic, then it will change the color. So I am observing no change here, and again for my students, because I am making this video for my students who are studying from home. So the readings were 21, final readings were 21 for garden soil and 26 milliliter for roadside soil, the accumulation of water, and I have taken the samples as 50-50 gram for both of the soils, and I have poured the water 50-50 milliliter. So these readings are for performing the experiment, and this is how we can measure the pH of the solution, which is the liquid which have accumulated, and the pH 7 was belonging to the garden soil, which was in the right side in this video, and this solution belongs to the roadside soil, which is slightly 6.5, it means it is slightly acidic. So this is how we measure the pH and the water holding capacity of soil, and these are the instruments we need for that. Very easy experiment and very important for class 12th biology CBSE practicals. So this is my third video of biology lab, and this is the second experiment of class 12th. So thank you so much for your kind listening. We will meet in our next video.